Darren, over an hour with playing with 10 men, is that a good point in the end? The players definitely dug in, put a shift in.
Yeah, it's definitely a good point in the end. You know, obviously 25 minutes into the game you lose a man, then you're a goal down as well. You're looking at it and you're thinking it's going to be a long way back. I did have a plan in my head what I wanted to do, but the most important thing was that the players got in at half time only 1-0 down. That was the massive key for us to give us an opportunity to get back into the game. They got in, we then adjusted our shape because I wanted to try and get 2 up top. When you're playing with 10 men, some people sacrifice and drop deep and try and, you know, play in the counter. I wanted to try and get 2 up top so it would give us an avenue to get out. And look, it worked because obviously, you know, Aaron McLaughlin picks the ball up. We asked him to sort of drop in, get on, but play high, and he gets in, picks it up, shows a bit of quality that he has, plays a great through ball. It's a great touch with success and it's a great finish. So as a manager, you're always pleased. You know, you go in and you give them information at half time, and each and every one of them did their job to the best of their ability. The back three were superb. The goalkeeper made 2 saves. One was his feet and one was his hand. The midfield 4 were very pragmatic in what they had to do, and they worked really hard and they stuck together and they played from behind, and then the front 2 done what the front 2 did. And I don't think it was by any means a smash and grab. I thought the second half we were very good, and we did create a few more half chances. And looking another night, maybe one of them bounces for us, but like any manager, if you're behind and you're down to 10 men, you'll take a point. So look, it's a point gained, and it's one. We move on, we enjoy our break, and then we come back and we have 15 to go and we give it a rattle.
And you mentioned there down to 10 men. What is your 2 cents on the officials' performance tonight? Because there was a couple of calls that maybe could have gone the other way. What was your thoughts on the red card, and then the decision against Tim Heimer where they gave it against him for picking up the ball outside the area?
The sending off's a sending off. Sean reacts poorly, but Sean's that type. He plays on the edge. That's Sean, you know. So he's disappointed in there because it's his last game at Finn Park before he heads to America on the 4th of July for a scholarship. So look, I'm not going to be too hard on the kid because the kid's been brilliant for Finn Harps, you know, and he goes to America with my best wishes and everyone's best wishes in there. I'm just delighted that the boys were able to rally around and get the result for him, you know, so he's not leaving here with that burden of the sending off and the costing of the game. So from that point of view, I think the referee is 100% correct in his decision, and I have no problem when the decisions are right, especially the big decisions. The second one is mind-boggling. I knew at the time, but again, I didn't want to say nothing because I'm too far away. So how the assistant referee gives that decision is astonishing. I asked him, were you in line with the 18-yard box? Yes. Are you sure it was outside? 100% certain it's outside, Darren. Right, okay. Then the image is relayed to me because now everything's instant, just like Sean's red card was relayed to me. So you can clearly see the ball's a yard inside the box. It's not even a close call. It's a poor call. And if they score from that, and I know it's if, but if they do score from that, you're deflated because it's something that goes against you that you have no control of. People say control the controllables and don't worry about the rest. Well, that's something that I can't control. I can't control a decision like that being made. But when that decision's made and then costs you, it's even harder to swallow. Thankfully for tonight, it didn't cost us, but it's a poor call. But look, what do? You dust yourself down and you move on again because you can't play the game without them. You need them. At the end of the day, you need 2 teams or 3 teams, the home team, the away team and the refereeing team. But there needs to be a wee bit of communication. I know people talk about the respect side of it, and of course the respect is huge and you want to respect them 100%. I don't want anybody foul-mouthing or swearing at any of the officials. I don't want that. I certainly don't. But the respect thing has to work both ways. So when you make a bad call, have the respect to walk into somebody and say, I got that wrong. Not just pack your bag and away you go. So, you know, I'm all for the respect campaign, 100% behind it. but it has to come both ways, and it's maybe time we all maybe try and sit down in a room and see what we can do, because now it's, when you ask the question, sit down or you're going to get cured. Or if you question a decision like the one in the 18-yard box where I'm right, because Tim's inside the box, when you question that decision, you're sit down or you're getting cured, even though you're right. Their wrong decision gets you frustrated, but you're the end up one getting punished. So you don't just get punished once, you get punished twice. And that's a very hard thing to do. I can understand why the cards were brought in, and I have no problem if they're being used right. But at the minute I feel it doesn't matter what happens, the response is sit down or you're getting cured. There's no explanation, no talking to you, nothing. You know, when I'm asking, are you certain, you're 100% certain, I'm in line with it, it's definitely outside the box. Then when he's wrong, he doesn't come to me and say, I got that wrong. So if I'm wrong and I get punished for it, yeah, grand, no problem. But when they're wrong, come and say it, sorry, hands up, got that wrong, big call, got it wrong. So that's where it is. But again, I go back to it, you need the home team, the away team and the refereeing team to play a game of football, and then you need supporters and a wee white ball. So all I ask for as a manager is get the big calls right. You're going to get some wee calls wrong, it happens, because I make some poor decisions. But my poor decisions cost me my job. And sometimes refereeing decisions, it's not the referee's decision tonight, because he gets the big call right on Sean O'Donnell, 100% right. The next one is made by his assistant who gets it wrong. But that decision can cost me my job too. So it's hard enough when you make your own decisions and get them wrong, and you're under pressure from supporters and committee members. But when decisions like that go against you as well, thankfully tonight it didn't cost us, but on another night that might. And that's the part I find the hardest. People say, should it not matter if he comes and says sorry? But it actually does matter, because it shows that they're human and they've made a mistake. And okay, even if it does cost you or whatever, at least have that in you to come and say, by the way, I got that wrong. I'm sorry about that, it's cost you a game, but I got that wrong. And that's all I want. I think the respect thing has to work both ways.